My name is Danielle Peterson, and in case you can't tell from the accent that peeks through every once in a while, I am from Minnesota. I've been with Algorithm for about 3.5 years, and I'm excited today to talk to you about the nice changes that Acumatica has made, both in manufacturing and CRM, giving you more control over your workflow and just a better overall user experience. One of the things that is kind of new, but not really, we've always been able to uh, to connect a sales order to a production order. But now they've added some enhancements where it's going to be easier for you to put in controls over different statuses and things like that that allow you to create those production orders from the sales order. In order to set it up, you have to go to the sales order module, sometimes hit show all, and then under preferences, you go to the order types. Once you're in the order types, which for this example, I'm choosing the SO sales order. And so I have to move this here real quick. So you'll find it here under the manufacturing settings on the bottom. There is an enable linking to production order checkbox that you can check. And then it opens up this linkable sales order statuses drop-down box. And this drop-down box is a multi-combo select box, which means that you can check multiple statuses. And what happens is once you choose your statuses, say open and back order, and hit save, then it allows you to create the production orders that from the sales order type that only have those statuses. So for example, I've created this sales order and it's in the open status. And you'll notice here that it has, hold on. My face is in the way. Give me 1 second. Where did it go? Let me choose the other one. Okay, hold please. And to put it on hold. And then I'm going to remove the hold. Maybe I just need to refresh my screen. And also save that. All right, there it is. So I just didn't save that order types thing. Sorry about that. So here you can see that because our status is open and under manufacturing now, you can create the production order for that order. So that kind of goes to show you too here on this one that's awaiting payment. If I go here, then of course it doesn't show up, which I just illustrated. So the good part about that is that it really makes sure that you don't allow any production orders to be created for any sales orders or transactions that might have a little bit of uncertainty financially. So it really gives you that really good sense of control. The other nice thing about it too is that if you have customers who have special circumstances where maybe you want to allow them to be able to start production on their orders when they're awaiting payment because they always pay, right? Super special customer. You can create a second type of sales order for that and specify those rules and then only use that particular sales order type for that customer. So that gives a little bit of added control. One thing that you do have to remember is that once you have these set up or in general, it only applies to things that haven't gone past the production stage. So if your sales order is canceled, rejected, invoiced, completed, you can't link it that way. So you can't retroactively link it. And then the other thing that I definitely would recommend would be to make sure once you're going through the upgrade, that you go through all of your order types and check to make sure that those settings are how you want them to be, just in case something gets converted in a way that you don't like. The other thing that I like is how they've made the changes in CRM, particularly for the activities and making things look really nice and slick. For example, on this email, hopefully it comes up quickly. All right, well, I planned for this, so I'm just going to pull it up here. Maybe. There we go. All right, so here you can see how everything is just all super smooth. You used to have to kind of go through and click through a bunch of stuff just to even see what the message is. Here you can see what the message is. You can click right here to see all of the details, and it's just kind of a really super clean format, and everything up here as well, how it's related to different things. So I like that. And then the other thing that I like too is the task. So the really cool thing about this task is, of course, they have everything listed here, your summary and your reminder and the description. That's great. I mean, it all looks really cool and everything. But the best part is this activities tab. So it they've added this little preview screen down here so that when you look at the related task, you can see exactly what that summary is down here and any additional information. So that's one thing that I think is really neat. And then finally, you can see that on this activities tab, they've added this preview for each thing. So you can see what each thing is like on the bottom of your screen, which really gives you, especially if you're careful about what you put in that summary, it gives you a really, faster way to see what you're looking for. Because I think a lot of times people have commented in the old interface how hard it is to find stuff. So this is a lot easier. You don't have to dig around for quite as much information.